Some stories begin with hunger, others with faith. And then there are those where hunger transforms into faith, and that faith becomes unstoppable strength. Today, you'll hear the story of Daniel, a boy who, with a simple cereal can in his hand and a dream in his heart, overcame poverty, built an empire, and became a symbol of achievement. If you believe that suffering doesn't define destiny, like this video, share it with someone who needs strength, and subscribe to our channel, because even scarcity can be the fertile ground for a miracle. Daniel grew up in a very poor rural area. His father left and his mother raised 5 children with whatever she could grow, and sometimes with what she had to ask for. One day, Daniel left home with an empty cereal can and came back with what would change everything. At just 7 years old, he went to the local corner store to try and trade the can for a little flour. The owner laughed him away, but an elderly man saw the exchange and said, "Boy, do you know what you're carrying? Potential. That can is a seed. Use it to start a business." With that can, Daniel began carrying water for people, then flowers, then little homemade sweets his mother made. He sold door to door, saving every single coin in a small box, promising himself, "I'm going to buy a house for Mom." But at 12, tragedy struck. He lost his mother and went to live with an aunt. He almost gave up, but he remembered the old man's words. That can is a seed. He decided to start over. He began selling candy on the bus, studying at night, and reading books he found in the public library's discarded pile. At 16, he sold a candy bar to a business executive who was impressed by his polite manner and clear focus. The executive invited him to a free sales training course, and Daniel immersed himself completely. He then created a brand of gourmet artisanal foods using his mother's recipes. He started selling online, then at a local farmer's market. Within 5 years, he opened a small factory, hiring young people from his old neighborhood. Daniel eventually returned to the small village where it all began. He bought the corner store where he had been humiliated and transformed it into a training center for young entrepreneurs. Over the door, he placed a sign. Here, one day, they tried to trade an empty can for food. Today, we trade dreams for purpose. Daniel's story teaches us that you can start with what the world looks down on, but if you have faith, vision, and courage, you can build a future no one ever expected. What do you have in your hands today? It might seem like very little, but in the right hands, it can become a miracle. If this story has ignited something in you, share it with someone who is thinking of giving up. Like the video and comment below. My can is still going to be filled. And please subscribe to the channel, because the hunger of today can be the fuel for your turnaround tomorrow.